You should be good.
Okay. Good morning. I'm calling to order the October 19, 2023 meeting of the Southborough Select Board. The first item on our agenda is consideration of an appointment of Emily Boutin, if I pronounce her name correctly.
Yes.
To the Business Administrator 1 position in the Treasurer's Office. There's a memo in our packet from Mark about the interview process that was followed. And does anyone have any questions?
I don't have any questions. I just want to make a comment. This is the person who's going to replace Kristen.
Yes.
In payroll, that's her main job, and she knows our software already, both the general ledger software and the payroll software. So I think this is a very good appointment, and she should be able to hit the ground running.
Seems like a good background. Yep.
Okay.
The anticipated start date is November 6th. So again, she's going to be able to get in here and hit the ground running. And really, we've had the rest of the staff covering for 2 payrolls, 2 or 3 payrolls. So it'll be a good transition.
And Mark, in terms of the form of a motion, I just think you need a simple motion appointing her to this position, right?
That's all I need. That's all I
Okay.
need. Personnel board did the heavy lifting yesterday. This is the easy part.
All right, I move that the select board appoint Emily Boutin to Business Administrator 1 position in the Treasurer's Office.
Second.
Okay, as it's a remote meeting, we have to do a roll call vote. First, Mr. Hamilton,
Yes.
Mr. Stivers,
Yes.
Miss Landry,
Aye.
Miss Cook,
Aye.
and I'm aye.
It's a good job, Vanessa. Good job, Mark, getting
Thank
this
you.
one done.
Yeah,
you.
I will say with this candidate and with Kelly OBrien, who hopefully you're about to appoint next, we've been very fortunate to continue to get very good qualified candidates. So in a very difficult hiring climate. So I appreciate the efforts that Vanessa's done, as well as Brian Ballantyne, and the other department heads who've been involved in the hiring process. So it's worked out pretty well. Oh, there's Al.
There he is.
I was just filibustering until he showed up.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is consideration of appointment of Kelly OBrien to the Business Administrator 1 position in the Building Department. And is Miss O'Brien here in the audience?
Yes.
Can we bring her over so we can
Sure.
briefly introduce herself? Good morning. How are you?
Still muted.
Yeah, and
Good morning.
Go.
morning. We can't see you yet. What is going on there?
Can you hear us, Kelly?
Okay, well, while we're waiting, Vanessa, do you want to just kind of give a quick summary of the, the
Sure.
interview process?
Sure.
Outlined in
So,
Tell
we're
Kelly to go out and come back in to try again.
you want to try that,
the-
Kelly?
that works.
Okay, looks like she's doing that. So again, this is another case of we're really pleased to hire someone or present someone to you for a recommendation who has great municipal experience. She's been working literally in almost the same job in the town of Medway. So, we've talked to all of her references, which have been excellent. She's been responding to, issues, inquiries from the public in the building department there, handling the permits and licenses, inspections, payment fees, reconciling budget accounts, et cetera. So she also has experience in other parts of the country with great customer service skills. So I think that's really also essential here. And we're also delighted to say she's a town resident, a woman that grew up here and moved away and has now come back to Southborough. So
Oh, great.
Always in favor of recruiting a town resident if they have the requisite skills,
No commute.
right? She can walk in 5 minutes. to
Literally
Portobello.
commute.
That good news and bad news, though, in some ways.
That was definitely one of the reasons, she really was interested in this position. So we're happy to accommodate that.
So I'm happy to support her appointment. I know we're having some technical difficulties here. If we could say hi to her. Put a name to the face, that would be great if we can, but I know we're having some.
Do you want me to try and call her on my cell phone and do the same thing you just did with Al?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, it went right to her voicemail.
Okay, well, I'm prepared to move the weed pointer.
Let's keep going. Seems like good
I
background.
move
Yep.
that the select board
Agreed.
appoint Kelly O'Brien to the position of Business Administrator 1 in the building department.
Second,
Okay. Kathy,
Aye.
Marguerite,
Aye.
Sam,
aye.
Al,
Aye.
and I vote aye too, so.
Vanessa,
Congratulations.
what's her start date?
With Kelly.
She plans to start either November 1st or the next day. So we're going to confirm that this morning when I send both women appointment letters.
And
She's back in the audience.
Back in the attendee list.
Oh, hang on.
You can try again.
Okay.
hello, Kelly.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
Welcome.
good, how are you?
Good. Well, we just appointed you to the position. Um,
Yay.
so
Well, thank you. I appreciate all your hard work and everything you do for the town as well.
wonderful. All right. Well, look forward to working with you, and it's good to put a name to the face now, and I'm sure we'll see you at Porterville Hall and Townhouse.
Yeah,
All right.
great. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. We'll let you get on
Thank
with the
you.
rest
All
of your day now.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gotta get back
Have
to
a good day,
work.
Kelly.
Bye, take
Bye-bye.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is the St. Mark's Street Park bid, and the low bidder came in as Belco Landscaping in a great relief to us. The second round of the bid was dramatically more successful than the first attempt at this. I think the work that was done to kind of tweak the bid a little bit to make it more, the bid package to make it simpler, the work that Bill Cundiff did, and Mark was also really appreciated. I support, another thing which is good is the bid of 236,340, that's with the base bid and the alternate, which was to do the work of putting in a similar stone wall around the entire perimeter of the park. So it should look really nice when it's done. Anyone
So
have-
Andrew, when you say that, can you be specific? So, we've got the little wall that goes down on what I call the north side, right? And wraps up north on 85. This one's gonna be on the other side?
The best way of showing this would be to look at the drawing that's in the revised bid package, which I don't have in front of me right now, but. Mark,
we know
please
how
correct me
many
if I'm wrong.
feet this
It goes
is?
around the perimeter of on the south part of the new St. Mark's Street, right?
Yep.
Okay, the bid that is basically close to being completed now. The sidewalks were put in, right?
Yep.
That involved replacement of stone wall along like Route 85 and the northern side of the street, right? So that it all visually is consistent. What this add alt is doing is putting in a stone wall around the perimeter of the rest of the park on the south of the reoriented street. Did I
Is
get
it gonna be as low as the other side to match it?
I think so, but
Believe so.
yeah,
And they're using they're reusing some of the stones that came out of the original walls. I see that stone pile. Is that what they're going to use for materials?
I've heard that's the plan.
I believe that's the plan to the extent that they have enough rock, but again, or enough stone. I don't know. I mean, you want to make sure everything matches and looks right too. So I think that we're going to have to see how that's going to turn out, but that is the intent.
Good, that's good. Yeah, part of the conversation was to reuse the original stone wall stones as much as possible. As long
Bill
as
Bill
that's-
Cundiff was asked that at the planning board meeting where he talked about it. He said that was the
That was the
intent.
plan,
He
yeah.
didn't know how much stone was there.
Well, that's great. That's really good. So
So there's no, in my mind, there's no question that between what's already there, what's going to be added with this bid and this work is going to be well over the 100 feet that was, I guess, there before, if you wanted to call what was there before a wall. Well, you know something, sorry guys, you know.
yeah, it was a mess.
Much.
It really was. Yeah.
So anyway, this is a far improvement over what was there before and clearly exceeds the 100 feet. So I think we've checked that box as far as mitigating the old wall, if you want to call it that, as far as its destruction when this first got started.
and this is work that could be done before the end of this year, right?
Yeah, so the goal is, and Andrew, I'm looking at the plan now. I'm not sure if I can share my screen because I've got two different screens going, but the stone wall is going to be in between the two pathways coming off of St. Mark Street. So it's not encompassing the entire park, but it is matching the wall on the other side of the street, the new street. So, but it's a significant distance. So
You
yes,
might be able to share.
what's that?
I mean, you a co-host if you want to try and share your screen.
We can try this.
So the stipulation was more than 10 trees and 100 feet of wall was basically what we were
And
asking.
we've got, what, 13 trees, Marguerite?
At
And
last
really-
count, yeah. If Mark shares, we can count them just to be sure.
So that shows you where the wall is going to be.
Yep.
Perfect.
okay.
Yeah, so like I said, so it'll be a nice aesthetic piece to the wall that's across the street.
Yeah.
So we'll,
the
we'll
other
have
thing-
to watch the funds. 236 is well within the 250, but we've already used part of the 250 to pay for the appraiser that had to be, the appraisals had to be done to do the swap. And I don't know where we stand with VHB as far as their fees for this.
The
So,
appraiser needed to be done for the land.
yeah,
swap.
so we could move it out of that. You're right, Andrew. It doesn't have to be part of that 250. You could easily, do ARPA or something with that. But Greg's fees should come out of that.
Well, the good news is in the reference check on Belco is that they do good work. They have a nice product. They have good billing and they do very few change orders. So, I'm hoping that is going to be this project as well. And as soon as this meeting wraps up, we're going to begin to get those contract documents ready and get them out to Belco today. And as quickly as they can turn them around with the insurance certificate and the bonds that are required, hopefully we can give a notice to proceed early next week.
Mark, can you keep us posted as far as the timing goes once you've talked to them, what they think it looks like?
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. I'm looking forward to getting this done as much as anybody.
Okay,
Marguerite, are you happy?
Yes, I am so happy.
Maybe not as much as Andrew and Marguerite, actually.
Well, I was going to say, Andrew, next. Are you happy?
Well, I said this whole thing has been kind of an emotional roller coaster of up and down. So I think
Yeah,
this is a
We should
good.
let our Georgetown student know what's going on.
Yep,
Yes,
I'm
we'll
good.
call James immediately. But the other part, Kathy, the town meeting speech was extremely helpful. That was really effective. So thank you for that.
Well, and Andrew helped, it was both of us.
Yeah. So Andrew happened to pop into my office when I had just after we'd gotten the bids, but before I sent the email out, and I gave him the good news. And I don't know if you watch TV, you see these 1-800 got junk commercials where the people start dancing when they get the junk gone and everything and that. Andrew had a good little dance, you know, for that this bid finally came where we needed it to be. So
Fantastic.
yeah, it was like I said, it was good. It was
Okay.
good.
Good job, Bill Cundiff. Good job, Mark, for getting good job, Greg, for getting the revised docs out and coming in with a bid that works.
So I move that the select board award the contract for the St. Mark Street Park work,
Second.
Belco Landscaping.
Oh, sorry, second.
All those in favor, Sam,
Aye.
Kathy,
Aye.
Al,
Aye.
Marguerite,
Aye.
and I vote aye as well. I think that concludes our agenda. I move that we adjourn.
Second.
Marguerite,
Aye.
Kathy,
Aye.
Al,
Aye.
Sam,
Aye.
and I vote aye too. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Al, I'll give you
Yes.
a call about later today.
Sure. Why don't we just meet at my house at about 9:45?
Good. Do it.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks.
done.
Okay, have a good day, everybody.
Absolutely.
right.
Bye-bye. This is a good start of the day. Bye-bye.
Oh, my